After many reports, Linus Ullmark has been traded to the Ottawa Senators. And as a Bruins fan and as the host of Bruins Digest, I can tell you right now that we are not happy with this trade. And all explaining why this whole trade, break it down for you guys, and just kind of go over what we know right now leading up to this trade, as well as just everything that has to do with it. And before we get into this video, though, we noticed that 75% of you guys watching right now are not subscribed to the channel. If you're looking for a spot to get all of your Boston Bruins news, you're in the right spot. Hit the sub button, join me here on this channel as we cover a lot of Bruins news this summer. The #1 target is down, and you won't want to miss what else we have to bring. And before we get into the rest of this video, though, I apologize. I'm kind of cutting out behind my green screen. I was out getting ready, as I'm sure many of you guys are, for Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals, and this insane news drop. So I had to get in, make a video for you guys. This is my #1 priority. So I do apologize if my arms are disappearing here in this video. But let's get straight into our first topic here. This trade is insane. This Ullmark has finally been traded. The Ottawa Senators have been the team that we predicted that he would go to after all the reports that we've seen involving him, involving Jakob Chychrun, involving Shane Pinto, involving their first-round picks. There's many opportunities the Bruins could have done and could have had from the Ottawa Senators where they could have won this trade, no doubt. But I'm going to pull up the trade, I guess we could say, that we have, and it's Joonas Korpisalo is heading to the Bruins, along with Mark Kastelik, and the 25th overall, I believe, first-round pick, not the 7th, in exchange for Linus Ullmark. And I'll tell you right now, first reaction for me was not a fan. I was seeing a lot of reports and tweets saying that this trade is not going to be one that Bruins fans are happy with. And I was kind of hesitant, waiting to see what the return would be before I was judging it. And, I was hopefully going to be a bit happier with this trade, but I wasn't overall. It wasn't bad. I'll explain the positives that we have here with this in a few moments. But right now, the initial trade reaction that we have, I'm not too happy with. Joonas Korpisalo, to me, makes zero sense. No need for a goalie here for the Boston Bruins at all. Brandon Bussi, Jeremy Swayman would have been a perfect tandem to have in the NHL. There was a possibility that they could have signed a free agent backup goaltender. Would have been a lot easier, would have been a lot cheaper for the Bruins to do rather than get Joonas Korpisalo, but that was not the case of what we'd seen right now. And I'll pull up this one as well. The no extension. This is the big part of this one from this tweet from Elliot Freeman. No extension is part of this trade. So, as of right now, the no extension for this return right here. It's okay. I'm not going to say it's horrible. I would have liked more. If there was an extension, it certainly would have been more, but as of right now, this trade for no extension for Linus Ullmark, although he likely will sign one with the Ottawa Senators, is not bad. For the uncertainty the Ottawa Senators are having right now of if he may not re-sign, if he does choose to re-sign or whatnot, the unknown factor for the Ottawa Senators, they didn't want to give up too much. And I made a video earlier today that didn't get out, actually, because I had it scheduled for about right now, but this trade went down, canceled that one. We were talking about Ullmark, so making this one instead. There could have been a chance that, with especially the uncertainty about Linus Ullmark's status with the Ottawa Senators or whoever he ended up being traded to and not signing an extension, teams would be hesitant to pay a lot for a guy that they may only have 1 year. But right now, he waived his no trade clause, waived his no move clause. He's going to Ottawa. An extension is not in place yet. Could be, however, later down the road, July 1st. But right now, zero. So for the return that we're seeing right now with the Ottawa Senators, right there. Not horrible, This certainly could have been better, but you really can't complain too much getting a first-round pick for 1 year of Linus Ullmark. You could potentially re-sign him for the odd chance that they happen to do that. Just about a 0% chance, but, it's not too bad. But a lot of people are wondering, why was this trade? This is not going to be good. Fans are not going to be happy about this, and, I'll be honest with you, I'm not too happy, as I said, but it could have been worse. That's the best way to put it for me right now. But the goaltending situation for the Ottawa Senator, or for the Boston Bruins, it's gotten a bit weird because of this trade. Linus Ullmark, 1 year left, $5 million. Vezina winner in the past 2 seasons ago. Would have been a perfect fit if he did happen to stay. Would have been an excellent goalie for any team that wanted him. Willing to pay a lot. We didn't see that. Right now, the goalies that we're seeing Joonas Korpisalo, Brandon Bussi, and Jeremy Swayman. Jeremy Swayman going to be due a big contract extension. Brandon Bussi going to be extended as well. soon enough to a longer-term extension. But Joonas Korpisalo kind of puts a bit of a twist into this. We don't really know what's going to happen. 4 years left at $3 million. Currently on 25% retained, making $4 million normally. This throws a bit of a situation in for the Boston Bruins. We know that many teams are not going to be looking to acquire Joonas Korpisalo, as he's quite honestly one of the worst goalies in the NHL at the moment. That's not a diss, but it also is at the same time, if you feel me, what I'm saying here. But this really isn't the best case scenario for the Boston Bruins. As I mentioned earlier, you could have easily signed a goalie probably about the same caliber for much less in free agency. If you absolutely needed a backup, which you really didn't, Brandon Bussi, I think, could have been an absolutely perfect, could have been a fine backup for Jeremy Swayman. Is Jeremy Swayman's net right now? And that's one thing that really led up to this trade, led up to this moment right now of us making this video. But I really dislike the fact that Joonas Korpisalo is in this trade. That's really the big part that I'm not a fan of here. Really the uncertainty of what we're going to see from him at the backup position. Even though he's not going to be a starting goalie, he's not even the best backup he could have had. And even as well with the other part of this whole trade in Mark Kastelik, he's not the guy you wanted. No, we had rumors of Shane Pinto. We had rumors of Jakob Chychrun and the odd rumor of Brady Tkachuk, and none of those were the case. Mark Kastelik, 63 games with the Senators this year, 10 points, 5 goals, 5 assists. Does he play on the Bruins this year at all? I really don't know. You know, he don't have a role on this team. There was absolutely no need for him to be a part of this team, to be involved in the trade, other than, you know, kind of just getting a depth return, which the Bruins don't need, which they absolutely don't need. So for me right now, this trade, you know, the 25th pick is really the only part that matters to me. For me, looking at this trade in a bit of a in-depth standpoint, as well as from just an outside standpoint, right now we're seeing Linus Ullmark for the 25th overall pick this season. And frankly, I hate it. You know, Linus Ullmark, I guarantee you could have gotten a better return somewhere else. We love him here. We wanted him to be a Bruin for life, but, you know, it's a business as well as a whole fan base. So it makes sense why this trade went down. It makes sense why this happened, but I really think the Bruins could have gotten a better result from this. They could have absolutely gotten a better return in a trade from, you know, many other teams. I can guarantee you the Avalanche, Utah, many other teams would have been okay with that, depending on the no trade clause as well. But right now, that's all we have. That's really all we got right now. And this is another kind of cherry on top of the cake from Chychrun writes, what was the point of acquiring goaltender Joonas Korpisalo from the Senators in the Bruins Ullmark trade? Like, he's one of the worst goalies in the NHL. As I mentioned, I think it was pretty much word for word. He is not a good goalie. We've seen the experiments in Ottawa, what happened, it didn't work, and now they have Linus Ullmark, and basically scammed the Boston Bruins. So let me know what you think about this trade. More videos are going to be coming from this. Don't worry, you're not going to want to miss it. Make sure to hit the sub button. I'll be keeping you up to date with everything that we have, but kind of just an instant reaction video. I'll have another one out tomorrow, kind of going deeper into this, what we think, how this will affect the future of the Bruins, what we noticed from this whole trade, but that's all we got right now. So if you did enjoy, give the video a like. If you hate the trade, make sure to hit the sub button, because we don't like this trade as of right now, and I'll be on the bandwagon with you. But that's all I got right now. Like I said, I'm signing out. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. Hope you enjoy Game 7 as well. Make sure to tune into that. But thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later.